During our English class, we have read this book known as The Beckoners. I'm going to tell you right now, it's heavy. Now, let's look at what makes this book. You're going to have to read it to understand what I'm talking about. The title characters aren't the protagonist, but our first important moment from this book is when they do meet the protagonist, Zoe. Beck was sitting at the end of the table in the hut with a bunch of girls surrounding a supermodel wannabe perched cross-legged on the table, long legs tucked under her. Now, I find that moment to be especially important because besides Zoe moving to Abbotsford, this is really the whole thing that kicks off the whole plot. And the Beckoners harassing Zoe and April, and everything just comes from this moment when she meets them. Now, the moment itself doesn't seem that important, but really it is. And something that's really kind of special about this book and that you wouldn't really expect is that Zoe pretty quickly, like very early on, actually joins the Beckoners, and the way that they do it is pretty horrifying.
Red hot, red hot, red hot.
And as seen on page 51, Zoe imagined she wasn't the one about to be branded. The fork. Oh my god. So the most horrible, or whatever word you want to use from this book, is not from the Beckoners, but from one of their, I guess, associates, Brady. And on page 76, you see the horrid sight of Brady. Stop, she whispered. Stop, please. Shut up. He shoved her harder, knocking her head against the tree. Started this. You can't say no. Not now. Now, quite a bit after that horrifying moment is maybe not a brighter moment, but showing that the Beckoners aren't truly in control of everyone, as Simon finally stands up to Beck and her shenanigans on page 139. It is so my business. You barge in here like you own the place and demand our attention like you're some kind of royalty. Now, I chose this moment as an important one for the book because, as I said, shows that the Beckoners aren't fully in control. But it's another turning point in the book where basically the Beckoners, probably the worst things that they do in the book are after this, but it does kind of turn the tables to our heroes are getting in control. So for our last moment is one of two horrible things that the Beckoners do to poor April, and this is when basically on page 190, I'll read it to you. April kept her eyes open until Beck finally touched the burning cigarette to her forehead. She gasped, screwing her eyes into tiny pinches, tears streaming down her face. I don't know if I already said it, but it's on page 190. Now, this in and of itself, compared to the rest of the book, is not that bad. Because after this, they beat up poor April, but you don't actually see that. And they hang the poor dog. So that's lovely imagery for you all at home. And it's just poor April is the moral of the story for this video. It is that if your name is April, then, and you're Christian, and you are 14, and you have a good dog, then you are going to have a bad time with bullies. That's about it. Yeah, that'll wrap up this video. Thank you for watching.